I want to start this off by saying that I know not everyone looks at their screen when picking what to watch. I'm guilty of that myself, so here, a trigger warning. This video will be discussing topics of grooming, sexual situations, and power dynamics / abuse. Hi, I was 16 in the year 2019. I had this friend, let's call him S. S and I often had sleepovers at my house. He would visit and show me random things he liked, and I'd do the same back. One night, S showed me a little video called The New Map of America. This creator was this guy by the name of CallMeCarson. I was hooked. My name is Toby, and before we start this little retrospective look at CallMeCarson, aka Carson King, I wish to state that I myself am a victim of grooming. I do not support or stand by anyone who does support pedophilia or grooming or the sexualization of minors. My prolonged experiences of said matters are something that still have massive effects on me today, mentally, physically, and years after the fact. That being said, let's get into this mess. CallMeCarson, who I will be simply calling Carson from this point onwards, was an internet star who rose to prominent fame in the years of 2019 and 2020. Although he had wild success on YouTube, he had been doing it for many years across multiple channels. He really gained notoriety on Twitch through his Minecraft live streams. He had a series called SMP Live, which is where he really gained his stated fame. Carson is often credited as the man who revived the Minecraft fandom. This was a good bit before Dream really started to gain subscribers. Carson's fandom consisted of teenagers and young adults. It was a fan base to be reckoned with who could be very defensive of their streamer and would often do anything he said to do. I was a sophomore in high school at the time, and even though I was considered one of the weird or quiet kids, I could talk about Carson with anyone. It seemed like anyone who breathed watched Carson's content and loved it. In early 2021, two young women came forward and alleged that Carson had been speaking sexually with them. Both were 17 years old, but for one, Carson had been 19, and for the other girl, Carson had been 20. The first accuser was named Sam, and the second accuser I will be calling Copycat from her Twitter handle and screenshots. I'm not going to refer to her much at all, because she really didn't come forward with much, and there's not many sources that talk about Copycat. Just future Toby talking. It's alleged that Carson had used his power as a popular internet creator to get what he wanted from these fans. Before we start talking about everything in depth, I want to show you the leaked DMs between one of the girls and Carson. This is a clip uploaded to YouTube, sped up because it's painstakingly slow in my opinion. If you want to have it slowed down or have it at its normal pace, I'll leave the link to this video in the description. Feel free to pause and read it as well, and that stands for any point in this video since there will be more screenshots and things that I provide. I'll do my best to let y'all know when I'm putting screenies on screen.
Man, it's been so hard not messaging you. Hope all is well.
It's been hard not messaging you as well. I'm doing a lot better. Hope you are feeling good too. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's been really fucking hard to not message you.
Why is that?
You're just really enjoyable to talk to and you're cute, so that makes it even better.
I appreciate that, but we can't, right?
I don't know. Can we?
I'm scared. I want to talk to you for the wrong reasons.
Elaborate.
What if I only want to talk to you for the sexual part of it? I don't want that, but I'm worried about it. What if subconsciously I'm only talking to you because it turns me on or something?
You might just be overthinking it maybe.
Yeah, but if I'm not, then I'll hurt you, and I don't want to hurt you more than I already have.
The thing is, I still really want to talk to you, and honestly it's worth it for me if I still get hurt.
How?
It just is.
You're also 17, and that gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I don't know. I guess we just stick to the plan.
My feelings on this are a mess.
So are mine.
My brain keeps telling me I should stop talking to girls, period. Full stop. But here I am.
My brain is at the point of knowing this is wrong, but I really don't want to stop.
What makes you want it so badly?
Because you're an actual wholesome person that is enjoyable to talk to without me having to keep my emotions hidden.
Thinking hard right now. Well, we could just talk. No dating. No sexting. You can just message me and chat whenever.
That would be fine with me. We can just see what happens with us in the future, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I want a girlfriend, but I'm also scared about having a girlfriend. You are also 17 and a little bit more on the unstable side, which is why I think it would be good for you to have someone who can build you up, and then I also don't hurt you in any way. Do you agree?
Yeah, but my mind is just saying fuck it.
Fuck what?
I don't know. My mind is everywhere right now.
I'm curious. In your head, where do you see this going?
I don't even know. My mind is all over the place right now. Should we just stick with the plan? Not talk for a year, maybe meet at PAX?
Is that what you think is best?
I think so. Also, your haircut looks really good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But I think we should just stick to that plan. Sound like a plan?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, cool.
Is that really what you want?
What other options are there? Also, what would you want to happen?
I don't know. All I know is every time I jack off now I have a really hard time not thinking of you. I guess my brain got stimulated and now it wants more, you know?
Sorry, I was in school, but yeah, I get that. Same with me.
Every time I go at it, I just want to give in again. You got me fucked up, Sam.
I'm sorry. Fuck.
Laugh my ass off.
You got me fucked up too. It's a mutual thing.
What if we re-add on Snap, and next time you're horny we have some fun again?
I just don't want that to be the only thing we do, you know?
Yeah, but fuck, Sam. You're hard to resist.
So are you. I feel like this is all my fault. Damn.
If anything, it's my fault because I can't control myself.
Neither can I. That's why I sent in the first place.
Yeah, and it was amazing. I'm not going to act like I didn't want that.
I wanted to. I don't regret it.
Man, I want more now.
I just don't know what's going on between us right now.
Yeah, it's weird.
Very.
It doesn't help that I'm a fucking plague and I don't know how to stop.
We both say one thing and do the fucking opposite.
It's also sexually charged. I can't help it. You're such a turn on for me.
We are both in the same boat, man.
We should add back on Snap. What do you think?
Sounds good to me. But like I said, I don't want it to be just sexual, you know? I wouldn't mind calling and watching shit together or play something you feel.
Yeah, I feel you. Just hit me up next time you're horny. I'll leave it up to you guys when we do sexual stuff.
I will, but I've been falling asleep mad early lately, so maybe we can call tonight and just talk.
What about?
Whatever. Keep getting to know each other, maybe.
Fucking hell. I want to, but it's a bad idea. I'm not going to lie. I'm scared of getting your hopes up or something, but I'm willing to try. But it's such a bad idea. But so is sexting you. Fuck.
I mean, we could just try.
Yeah, sure.
Even just as friends or whatever. Watch a movie or some shit.
Yeah, I have a busy day today, but I should be able to.
Alright, sounds good. Just let me know. I'll be on my computer tonight.
Hey, check Snap.
Playing League, give me a second.
Hey.
Carson ended up making a response, although late and many feel lackluster, including mine. Because instead of addressing the situation at all, Carson says how he plans to move forward, and that's that. He states he'll be donating to charities from the money he earns from his content, and that he does not want to further stir the drama pot. I feel that's most certainly not the worst apology. I mean, look at Colleen Ballinger's response right now. I just wish he had said something, that he had defended himself in some way or officially addressed things by at least saying publicly, yeah, I did that, instead of the leaked DMs we all got. Things didn't go as he initially planned. He says he was grateful for the experience and felt that he had learned a lot from it. He also says that he would like to do another year of charity, continuing on how the past year he had felt the happiest with his content and community. The news broke, and the all-knowing man himself, Daniel Keemstar of Drama Alert, was the first one to break it. On this episode of Drama Alert was Travis and Noah Hugbox, members of a group associated with Carson known as the Lunch Club. They stated what happened and how they had felt about the issue, but honestly didn't say much. I remember watching the video and having felt like 1, nothing was being said, like it was a big nothing sandwich, and 2, confusion. Noah starts off saying that Carson had called him before Travis in March, admitting to having been sexting underage fans. Noah says that the way he handled it up until the point of January when this video came out was by doing absolutely nothing. He wanted nothing to do with Carson, didn't want to make more videos with him, nothing. Although he does say that he personally had been putting out hints and vague posts about the issue on social media. Noah continues, saying that everyone had been told by Carson at the same time. Everyone in Lunch Club knew. Noah goes on to somewhat contradict himself, saying,
Yeah, at the time, I think he told me that he planned to take a step back and get himself right with everything and basically get better and that he had made mistakes or whatever. And then he, as far as I'm aware, he didn't really take a step back. Was my understanding of it. That's why part of why I remained so quiet about it for so long was that I was genuinely hoping that he was going to just walk away for a little bit and get himself right, but I don't know. He didn't do that.
He then goes on a bit of a tangent, relating the situation to what's happened with other people in Minecraft. I have to agree here. We keep seeing similar problems within the Minecraft community, and it's a crying shame. For a game so simple and wholesome, the people who are so famous on the internet for playing Minecraft have been some awful people. For example, Elf4Legion and Bob Blindmaker. It's just super sad to say that this list just keeps going on. The interview goes on, and Noah says that he thinks it's a power thing for Carson. I also want to note that I do feel very weird about how vocal Noah is compared to Travis. I don't know, it just gives me an ick. I get not knowing what to say about this, though, especially about someone he considered a friend. And that goes for anyone. They state that they don't want to speak to anyone else, and they're just trying to tell others what they have been told. That being said, many people who are pro-Carson will say that all his so-called friends shoved him under the bus over this. That all these friends of Carson's, Hugbox, Slimeskull, Jay Schlatt, Travis, so on, left him for the witch hunt after he built their success. I don't think the latter of that statement is true because a fan base is made from people who enjoy a creator and stick around. People also counter this argument with how I keep fucking up his name. With how Carson could be equally unfair, such as leaving certain people out of Lunch Club. They might cite Joko or Altrive or Josh as the people being left out. Whether or not that's true, I do not know. These are alleged. In the comments of this video, there was an interesting comment.
19-year-old Carson sends nudes to a 17-year-old girl and gets cancelled and possibly in trouble with the police. 19-year-old Zoe Laverne kisses a 13-year-old and her parents make it so that they can't talk to each other. Kind of funny how things work, isn't it?
As far as I'm aware, Zoe Laverne didn't have police troubles. It was so public, so obvious her relationship with this 13-year-old. It was disgusting. The situations aren't linear because no situation is the same, but as for similarities and punishments go, I thought it was an interesting opinion that was worth pointing out. There's also, this is unscripted by the way, there's also a comment I saw somewhere else about James Charles and how he has been given chance after chance for his problems, you know? I just thought that was also worth pointing out. I don't have a screenshot for it because I don't remember where I found it, but I remember reading it. My bad, so take that one with a grain of salt because I don't have proof for it. The whole reason I wanted to make this video was because I haven't found many videos on retrospect of this whole situation. Everything happened about 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half, and hasn't been able to leave my mind. Recently, I saw one of my personal favorite YouTubers cover the topic briefly, Turkey Tom. Granted, it was on his secondary channel, TOMDARK. I think Tom has some great points. One point Tom brings up is how Carson handled the fallout. He had the timing down, waiting everything out, letting it calm down, as a lot of content creators tend to fumble after some allegations come to light. But where Carson failed was in addressing said allegations. He simply did not. Another point is the age difference of only 2 years. Having a small age gap like that isn't unheard of, and is technically pedophilia, yes, but not uncommon. A 19-year-old and a 7-year-old oh my god, but no, not that. A 19-year-old and a 17-year-old don't have nothing in common. I am personally 19 years old, going on 20 in the next few months, and I have dated people even 3 years older than me and managed to relate to them. My current partner is a year younger than I am. Tom counters the comment of 19 and 17-year-olds having nothing in common by making the viewer question a 4-year age gap instead, 15 and 19, because it's not just an age gap thing, it's an experience thing. Carson could have defended himself and chose not to, instead deciding to donate his earnings to charities, which, might I add, is a rare find. Ask yourself how many other content creators with similar allegations to Carson have decided to donate earnings and give back. Tom's video was an edited VOD of a YouTube livestream, and while rewatching it for this script, the live chat was agreeing with the points being made. Even comments of the video are agreeing.
I remember when all of this was going on, I thought it was absolutely ridiculous that people were going crazy over a 2-year age difference. And now I think it's even more ridiculous that he just let it happen, like bro could have tried to defend himself. Love how he apologizes for being treated like shit and basically being witch hunted. And it actually did more to be better and help others than literally any other YouTuber who was actually really guilty. The friends didn't know the age of the girl at the time of going to Keemstar.
Carson is innocent.
A 19-year-old dating a 17-year-old will drama, I guess.
W. Carson. Apologizing was his only mistake.
I think he said something on Twitter. I can't remember, man.
Carson really didn't do anything wrong. He was like 19 when it happened and just wanted to feel love because his quote-unquote friends just used him for content.
A 19-year-old dating a 17-year-old is nothing lost.
This is what happens when a bunch of kids run the internet.
The narrative is Carson told them I'm texting other girls and they have no idea what he actually means.
There was this comment that I think is worth reading out and giving good thought on. Every time I find people like Schlatt genuine and good-natured, I always have to remember that they put their businesses first and their online friends second. It's obviously the smart move to make, but pro YouTubers / streamers are more like businesses than genuine individuals. In all reality, content creators such as those on YouTube are a brand. If YouTube is what they do full-time, then it is their source of income. These influencers are a brand, just in human form. There's a way they have to present, tactics they'll use to get clicks and internet points, and a whole team. Teams can consist of editors, managers, assistants, or even PR reps. These influencers are brands, and brands need to keep face. Scrolling through Twitter about Call Me Carson gives you a weird mix of feelings. It's Twitter, it's a hellhole. I honestly don't fully get how to navigate it because being there kills my brain cells by the seconds. On some tweets, you have people being upset that Carson gets defended in 2023. On others, you have people recognizing that he was called out for less and punished more harshly, and actually sought out help, unlike others. I just want to briefly mention the TWOMAD situation because Carson is tangentially related. I just would love to know what Carson would think of this whole thing. If you don't already know, basically TWOMAD is in some hot water for some out-of-taste jokes. The joke he made was about having a girlfriend, in which he said his partner was Brianna Gay, I think. Not only is she dead, but she was 16. Rest in peace. People are coming out with their stories, SA, pedophilia, stalking, and TWOMAD having this mental breakdown on Twitter. While on this mental, incoherent tirade, TWOMAD set his profile picture to Carson. I imagine that if Carson feels any way about it, it would not be good. If you want to see more on this situation, I'll leave a few links in the description for y'all. I haven't seen many videos on it, so how in-depth the videos I do link, I'm unsure. But I'll definitely have some that I think are bound to get good coverage of everything. While I loved Carson in his prime, there's just something that bothered me about the allegations he got. I'm unsure as to how I should take them as a fan, and how I should take them as a victim of everything he's been accused of. If you've made it this far, I want you to come to your own conclusions. I know personally I do lean a lot more on the side of letting Carson go, seeing as he's made an effort that's a hell lot more of what other influencers have done in this situation. Carson fell flat in some aspects, and he did better in others. I do find myself going to watch his old content in times when I'm feeling low, and when I just need a shit video with not a lot of effort to make me laugh.